morning, welcome to today's vlog. If you're new here, I'm Amber. I make videos about kind of crunchy motherhood and lifestyle. If you like that sort of content, would love it if you hit that little subscribe button down below. And speaking of subscribe, I just recently hit 700 subscribers, and I want to just say to every single person who watches, subscribes, and likes my videos, thank you so much for being here. I know that 700 isn't really like a huge milestone per se, but it's the first time that I actually feel like 1,000 subscribers is within reach, and that's a huge goal of mine. So again, just thank you. Something I've been trying to make a habit for the last few days is to take a quick 20 to 30 minute walk right after breakfast. And right now it's like an hour and a half after breakfast, but I've been loving it just to get in a little bit of light movement and vitamin D first thing in the morning. And it's just like a really refreshing addition to my day. Also, when I do this, I've been prioritizing getting this walk in before I get most of the morning house chores done. So like right now, bed's not made. I did throw in a load of laundry, but dishes are done, and that's only because Alex went into work a little bit later because he has a dentist appointment. So he did the dishes, but otherwise, I usually leave the dishes until I get back. Another day, another batch of bone broth. Alex just finished at the dentist and he called me, and I guess he had a really bad experience. So I'm gonna try to call my mom because she's a dental hygienist to see if what happened is normal. I'm also getting lunch ready. I've been really into like snack plate kind of charcuterie type lunches for Kai and I, so I'm going to make some hard-boiled eggs. We have leftovers, and that's usually my go-to for lunches, but I've been loving doing this recently because I think it's just a good way to change things up. It's a good way to use like ingredients that you have that maybe you don't know what to do with, like ingredients that you've already used for a meal and you just have extra of. And it's been really great because Kai loves it. So sometimes he finishes his food, sometimes he doesn't. But for the most part, when I make snack plates, he cleans his plate. Oh, and it's just so easy to put together because you don't have to like reheat anything. You're just putting different items on a plate. Another benefit to doing this is that I've found it's a really good way to get more seasonal produce in my diet. Like I would never before have thought, let me just have some radishes for lunch or at all, but yeah, that's a tomato. Like this, it just works. And so normally when we would go to the farmer's market and I'd find vegetables that I generally haven't used or seen in recipes, I just wouldn't get them. But now I've been buying a bigger variety of seasonal produce because, well, I mean, one, you can just look up different ways to use it, but if nothing else, snack plate. And that is all he did not eat. Amelia Bedelia went inside. Such a grand house. These must be rich folks. But I must get to work. Here I stand just looking and me with a whole list of things to do. Did you read Amelia Bedelia when you were young? I just got that book for Kai because I had it when I was a kid, and I thought it was like the epitome of comedy. I thought it might be a little bit too advanced for Kai, or maybe a little bit too long, but he loves it. In the last 3 days, I couldn't tell you how many times Alex and I, between us, have read that. Probably, I mean, at least 50 times, I swear. In other news, June was a rough month for Kai and I. He was really testing the boundaries with me, which I know is a good thing. I know that's how you learn the boundaries, so I was constantly just trying to remind myself of that. But I tried my best to just hold firm on the boundaries and to be fair and consistent and calm when I was correcting him, and he's starting to get it. The last 3 weeks have been a night and day difference. He's been so much more receptive to me redirecting or correcting the behavior. And even when I do need to take action, like removing him from the situation for a few minutes, for the most part, he is so much more accepting of even that. Like, he might get upset for a second, and sometimes he has his moments and he's not about it, but a lot of times I'll sit him down somewhere else apart from, say, a toy that he's been throwing, and he calms down and he'll kind of like, sometimes he'll even be like, no. It just feels like, I was gonna say a small win, but no, it feels like a big win, honestly. Except today, he is kind of testing me today. Kai had a good nap, he is awake, so we are going to make, what are we gonna make? Can you say it? No. We're gonna make some whipped cream, which I've been doing every once in a while to have with fresh fruit for his snack. I've been loving doing this summer especially. It just, fruit and cream, like strawberries and cream or peaches and cream, seems like such a summer thing to me. Let's do it over here. Let's move it over here, okay? Hold on. I'm gonna put all this stuff over here. That way we're not near the hot thing. Hold on. Yep, you're gonna do it. You're gonna get it. Kiss the mama. No. Go to the bottom. Go right here. Do that. We had leftovers for dinner. Nothing crazy, just trying to clean some stuff out of the fridge. Alex is doing bedtime with Kai right now, and this weekend we are finally getting paint to do the downstairs bathroom. It's taken us a while, but we know mostly what we want to do, and we are just slowly inching our way towards actually getting it done. That's gonna be it for this vlog. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. I hope you're having a beautiful day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye. This is really what I look like at night though.